What's going on, guys? Welcome to episode 38 of Daily MLB Recaps. I'm deciding I'm going to do this one live, and we're going to do it a little bit different. We're going to go really quickly through 18 games yesterday. We're going to quickly go through all those. Then we're going to discuss some standings and some stats about who's hot and who's not. So that's basically what we're going to do. I also kind of want to do this live because, one, don't feel like editing today. Two, feel like it'd be kind of cool to do it live. So if you guys like it, we can do it again. And the chat is going to be open. You guys can throw in your 2 cents about all the games that happened yesterday. We already have some people in here. So first game, we have the Mets defeating the Yankees 2-1. If they would have lost, it would have been their biggest losing streak in 25 years. But they avoid that. Clint Frazier crossed the plate. That he scored on a walk-off wild pitch from Dellin Betances. Not the only walk-off wild pitch of the day. We'll talk about that later. The Tigers defeat the Twins in Game 1 of a doubleheader. Tyler Boyd pitched very well, only giving up 2 runs. Randy Dobnak got lit up for a ton of runs, and the Tigers win 8-2. The Phillies defeat the Braves 4-1. Zach Eflin pitched well, only allowing 1 run. Rhys Hoskins had 3 hits, including a 3-run homer, and the Phillies win 4-1. They are now back to 500 as they're 14-14. The Indians defeat the Cardinals 2-1. Nick Whitgren pitched very well for the Indians. Tyler Naquin hit a go-ahead double in the 12th inning, and the Indians win 2-1. Royals defeat the White Sox 9-6. Michael Franco homered. They had a big rally in the 7th, and Boziliak is a bum. Okay. So the Royals win. The Cubs shut out the Reds in Game 1 of a doubleheader. Yu Darvish pitched very well. Cubs only got 4 hits, but 2 of them were Anthony Rizzo homers, and that's all they needed as the pitching did most of the work. Bad day for the Athletics. They lose twice to the Astros, and one of their staff members comes down with COVID. That's terrible. Lance McCullers threw 6 strong innings. Kyle Tucker had a 3-run homer, and that's what they needed. The Tigers win Game 2 of their doubleheader against the Twins 4-2. Tyler Duffy did not pitch very well. Matt Boyd pitched 6 solid innings, so the Tigers win 4-2. They're up to 15-16, not doing too badly. Rookie Jacob Fleming has another terrific start as him and 4 relievers combined for a 3-hitter. That's all that the Marlins can muster up. Rays get 4 runs by just singles, and they win 4-0. The Blue Jays shut out the Orioles 5-0. Taijuan Walker pitched 6 shutout innings. Vlad Guerrero Jr. went deep, and the Blue Jays win 5-0. The Dodgers defeat the Rangers 7-4. Max Muncy had 4 RBIs as Lance Lynn gets lit up. I don't know if the Dodgers are going to want him anymore because the Dodgers were thinking of getting Lance Lynn. They crushed him. Pirates and Brewers. I think that the Pirates are the only team still with single-digit wins. They did not have a good game yesterday. The Brewers were up late, but Josh Hader completely imploded, allowed the Pirates to tie the game. But have no fear, Eric Sogard is here. He goes deep for a walk-off homer, and that was a win that the Brewers desperately needed to stay in the playoff race. They're 15-17. The Pirates are 9-21. Not great. The A's lose their second game of the doubleheader against the Astros. Zach Greinke pitched very well in this one. Frankie Montas kind of got the brunt of the punishment. Ryan Presley shuts down a save. The Red Sox defeat the Nationals 5-3. Nationals are not doing very well. They're 12-18, but they were also 19-31 last year and rallied to win the World Series. But it's a shortened season, so that's not going to be an option. Xander Bogaerts hit an early 3-run homer, and the Red Sox coasted off of that. The Cubs lose to the Reds 6-5. This game was the Reds for the most part, but then the Cubs, they crawled back from down 4-1 to take the lead 5-4, but the Reds ended up tying it, I think, off of a Kirk Casale homer. I can't remember. And then, Craig Kimbrell out. Oh, my God, bases loaded, 2 outs. He spikes a pitch in the dirt. and the Cubs lose off of a wild pitch as Castellanos just trots home. And the Cubs lose 6-5. Game they should have won. They're 19-14. Reds are 15-18. Giants defeat the Diamondbacks 5-2. Giants snap their 3-game losing streak. Evan Longoria had 2 doubles, and Brandon Belt reached base 4 times. Harleen Garcia pitched very well for the Giants. He gets himself a win. The Rockies defeat the Padres 4-3. Pinch hitter Daniel Murphy hit a 1-out RBI single in the 9th inning to walk it off. Craig Stammen blows into the last inning, and the Rockies win 4-3. They are 17-16. Padres are 20-15. And lastly, the Angels defeat the Mariners 16-3. Joe Adell hit his first home run, and he hit his second home run. He hit 2 on the effort. Mike Trout drove in 6 runs. That's why he's the best player in the MLB. Dylan Bundy with another great start. I would hate to be Justice Sheffield today. He gave up 9 earned runs. That is terrible. Anyway, so that's it for the first part of this video. Now, we are going to go over stat leaders, and then we will go over playoff positioning. Batting average. Your batting average leaders, your top 5 are Charlie Blackmon, 362. Tim Anderson, 361. Juan Soto, 358. Trey Turner, 350. Kyle Lewis, 339. Your leaders in home runs, Nelson Cruz went deep yesterday, so him and Fernando Tatis Jr. are tied at 13. Mike Trout, Jose Abreu, and Teoscar Hernandez have 12. RBIs, Mike Trout leads with 32. Jose Abreu and Tatis have 30. Nelson Cruz and Kyle Tucker has 29 RBIs. Hits, Charlie Blackmon, 46 hits. David Fletcher, 45. Hanser Alberto, 43. Jose Abreu, 42. Trey Turner, 42. Stolen bases, Jonathan Villar has 9. Trevor Story has 8. John Birdie has 8. Jose Ramirez and Adalberto Mondesi also have 8. Now we go to pitching. Wins. Yu Darvish and Shane Bieber both lead with 6 wins. Dallas Keuchel, Sonny Gray, and Zach Davies have 5. ERA, Max Fried and Shane Bieber both have a 1.35. Yu Darvish with a 1.47. Jacob deGrom with a 1.80. And Lance Lynn with a 1.93. Saves, Liam Hendricks and Brad Hand both have 10. Kenley Jansen has 9. Zach Britton has 8. And Taylor Rogers has 7. Strikeouts, Shane Bieber has 75 strikeouts. Lucas Giolito is next with a measly 58. Lance Lynn has 56. Scherzer with 55. Sonny Gray with 55. And quality starts, I think that's at least 6 innings with 2 runs or less. I think that's what a quality start entails. Lance Lynn and Shane Bieber both have 7. Yu Darvish, Kyle Freeman, and Zach Gallen both have 6. So those are your stat leaders. Yes, I think he's probably the AL Cy candidate. Now we go to the standings, and this is a touchy subject for some. First, let's go division by division. The Tampa Bay Rays are scorching the earth right now. They are 23-11, and they made a trade with another division leader, my Cubs. They traded designated hitter Jose Martinez for 2 players to be named later. Now, those 2 players to be named later could be minor leaguers that never make the MLB, or they could be the 2 best players to ever touch the earth. I am excited about Jose Martinez. He cannot field to save his life. He is worse than Nick Castellanos at fielding, and that's some. If you're worse than Nick Castellanos at fielding, but the dude can rake. He can rake. He was terrific with the Cardinals, and he's been terrific with the Rays so far. He is a top 30 hitter in the league. This dude, he smashes baseball, so he should be DHing for the Cubs. I think that's a great trade for the Cubs. Get a guy that can absolutely mash. And if the National League does not move to the designated hitter next year, use him as a bench bat, or you could put him in the outfield if you want to take that risk. I think it's a great pickup for the Cubs. Anyway, the Rays are 23-11. They are sort of running away with the AL East. I told you that they would be in contention for the AL East. That's why I had the Rays making the World Series. Love this team. I think they're fun to watch. They play as a team. They don't do anything wrong. Their pitching is some of the best baseball has to offer. And they are 23-11. Yankees are sitting at 4 games back. They went through, I think, a 7-game losing streak. They're 17-13. Blue Jays half a game back at 17-14. The Orioles, who were, I think, 12-8 at one point, they have lost, I think, 8 of their last. They have lost, I think, 10 of their last 12, if that's correct. They're 14-18, and then the Red Sox are just having a down year. They should be taking for a high draft pick, not their year. They're 11-22. We go to the AL Central, and the Cleveland Indians are the ones leading the division. They are 21-12. They've gotten their act together. Their pitching has really been solid. I want to shout out reliever James Karinchak. He has a 0.54 ERA. As I think he's like their new closer. He's been doing really well. The White Sox, 1 game back of the Indians at 20-13. They have been mashing the ball lately. Tim Anderson, Jose Abreu, Eloy Jimenez, Yon Moncada. That lineup is scary. They have the most homers per at bat out of any team in the MLB. And Lucas Giolito just threw a no-hitter. They're looking dangerous. Minnesota Twins going through a bit of a rough spot here. They're still only a game and a half back. They're 20-14. You know what this team can do. They are the Bomba squad. They can hit homers a little bit. The pitching has been a little lackluster as of late. And then you have the Royals and Tigers bringing up the rear. Tigers are 15-16. Royals are 13-20. We rounded out with the AL West and the Oakland Athletics leading at 22-12. And the Astros are 2.5 back. They were 4.5 back yesterday, but the Astros got 2 huge wins against the A's yesterday. And now the A's have COVID, so don't know how that's going to mess with their momentum or anything. But they're currently leading the division. They're second in the AL, and I think second in the MLB. No, third in the MLB. The Texas Rangers and the bottom of this division is just, they are doing terribly. Texas Rangers 20-12, Mariners 13-22, and the Angels 12-22. Those 3 teams are very disappointing as of late. So your AL playoff picture right now: your number 1 seed's the Tampa Bay Rays. Your number 2 seed's the Houston Astros. Your number 2 seed's the A's. Your 3 seed is the Indians. Your 4 seed is going to be the White Sox. Your 5 seed is the Astros. Your 6 seed is the Yankees. Your 7 seed is the Twins because they fall into 3rd. And then your 8 seed would be the Toronto Blue Jays. So your playoff picture would be Rays, Jays. The A's would play the Twins. The White Sox would play the Yankees. And then I think the A's would play the Indians, I think. I think I got that wrong. But those are your playoff teams so far. Teams that are in the hunt. After the Blue Jays, you've got a big gap between your next best teams. Teams still in the hunt, I think, would be the Orioles. I think could still make it. The Tigers still can. I think they'd be about 3 games back. But those AL teams have sort of separated themselves. Now we switch gears to the National League. And this league is a lot more tightly compact. I know the AL is very top-heavy, and your bottom teams just are terrible. But with the NL, teams are a lot more tightly packed. Yankees need to get that. Yeah, the Yankees. The White Sox. Yeah, the White Sox have been looking very good. Now I know NL standings can be a touchy subject for some, but currently leading in the East is the Atlanta Braves. They're 18-14. This is a hyper competitive division. The Miami Marlins, who no one thought would be great this year, they've been holding their own. They're 14-14. The Philadelphia Phillies also 14-14. They're both 2 games back of the Braves. Mets they got 2 big wins the other day. They're 15-17, and then the Nationals, a little bit of a World Series hangover. They're 12-18. Now a very touchy subject for some, the NL Central. Cubs are still leading the division at 19-14. And then the rest of the division has not been playing well. The Milwaukee Brewers are 15-17. They're 3.5 back. St. Louis Cardinals are 11-13, also 3.5 back. The Cincinnati Reds are 15-18. They're 4 games back. And then the worst team in baseball, the 9-21 Pittsburgh Pirates, they're 8.5 back. And now the NL West, which might be one of the strongest, the only division with 2 20-win teams so far. Or no, the AL Central has 3 20-win teams so far. I did not think the Indians or White Sox would be playing this well. But the Los Angeles Dodgers are looking like they are the best team in baseball. They are 25-10. I really thought they'd be the best team in baseball coming into the year. They are on a 117 win pace. If this was a 162 game season, the Padres, probably baseball's most exciting team. Slam Diego. They've been hitting home runs at will. Tatis Machado, Trent Grisham. They just made a trade for Trevor Rosenthal, getting rid of Jake Cronenworth. And I realized I have been calling him. Or no. They didn't get rid of Cronenworth. They got rid of Edward Olivares. Now, I've been calling Jake Cronenworth James Cronenworth in every single video. I hate the fact that I've done that. But they are hitting home runs at will, and their pitching has been strong. Craig Stammen has really been pitching well this year. He's been leading the rotation. Rockies still in the conversation. They're 17-16. They're playing about 500 baseball. The Giants were on a big winning streak. I think they had won 7 in a row, and now they've dropped a few. They're down to 16-19. And the Diamondbacks, they lost like 8 of 10 to start the year. Then they won 8 of 10 to get back to 500, and now they're back on a losing streak. That's probably the biggest thing I'm disappointed. I picked the Diamondbacks to go to the playoffs in a non-expanded format. So right now, your number 1 seed would be... Now, I think this is the way it's going to go. The 3 division winners are seeds 1, 2, and 3. Your 3 second-place teams are seeds 4, 5, and 6. And then your last 2 teams are 7 and 8. So, in the situation for the American League, the Twins are 20-14, but they're 3rd in their division, so they'd be a 7 seed. Whereas the Yankees, who are 2nd in their division, but are 17-13, they'd be a higher seed. I'm pretty sure that's how it works. Not 100% sure, though. So your number 1 seed is the Dodgers, your number 2 seed is the Cubs, and your number 3 seed is the Braves. Your 4 seed is the Padres, your 5 seed is the Marlins, and your 6 seed is the Brewers. Your 7 seed, your last 2 teams will be the Phillies at your 7 seed, and then your 8, the Rockies are your 7 seed, and the Phillies are your 8 seed. Teams that are a few games back, the Mets would be 1 game back. Actually, the Cardinals and Brewers would be tied for that spot. I'm going to give it to the Brewers, though, just because they have a better winning percentage. Mets would be 1 game back. So, your playoff matchups would be Dodgers, Phillies. Your next one would be Cubs and Rockies. Your 3 seed Braves would be playing the 6 seed Brewers. And then your 4 seed Padres would be playing the 5 seed Marlins. So that's your playoff picture for the National League. I'm really excited. I want to see the Marlins in the playoffs. I think they got a lot of players who look like they want to be there. They're a team that's playing with a lot of sort of replacement players, but they're playing with intensity and fire. And I like the way the Marlins have been playing, even though they're just sort of around 500, because they are still replacement players. We'll see what the A's have to do with COVID, but this is about the halfway mark, a little bit more than halfway, kind of like how the All-Star break is a little bit more than halfway throughout the season. Some teams, like the Dodgers, have played 35 games. Some teams, like the Cardinals, have only played 24. It looks like you gotta go to some doubleheaders. That's what you get when you go to a casino. Yes, I'm still saying that. Right now, if I had to make a World Series pick, I'm sticking with my preseason pick. I'm sticking with Dodgers-Rays. That was my preseason pick, and I'm gonna stick with that. Those 2 teams have been playing really well. I love the way the A's have been playing, even though they lost 2 in a row. The Indians and White Sox have both surprised me, and I think that's gonna end the video. The Pirates 300 winning percentage. What? Anyway, longer episode. I really wanted to sort of just talk about baseball for a while, so I did it live, so I don't have to edit. So that's great. And I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I will see you guys next time. Peace out.